Hi everybody, Cheryl and Lady coming to you from the Ladies Garden and Home, and today I have a very exciting announcement to make. I have finally decided what my Single Seed Challenge 2023 will be, so I hope you join us. So in this video, I'm going to tell you what I decided that I'm going to use as my Single Seed Challenge. If you're not familiar with the Single Seed Challenge, Scott Head over at the, he'll come to me, Black Gumbo channel has been doing this for a number of years, and I came across his channel last year and his challenge, and I participated in it. And basically all it is a challenge to take one single seed and nurture that seed from sowing to harvest or beyond, so that you get the idea, a really good idea of how that plant grows. And by nurturing it and kind of babying it and paying attention to it and doing all that you're supposed to do to care for that one single plant, it teaches you basically how to care for all other plants. Of course, each plant has its own need, but it gives you that ability to really understand the nature of the growth of a seed to a plant. Anyway, I highly, highly recommend that if you have not participated in this in the past, that you do. You know, just shoot a couple of videos. You don't have to be on the camera, of when you sow it, when it sprouts, when you plant it, and when you upload it to YouTube, your YouTube account, you just use the hashtag Single Seed Challenge 2023. And when you search in YouTube the Single Seed Challenge 2023, or even if you want to go back to previous years, what you see is a global list of people who have participated in the Single Seed Challenge. So I highly recommend that you do it. Also, I have very exciting news. Last year, my Single Seed Challenge was Mancini the Pepperoncini. Come on, if you're a visitor to my channel, you will have heard about Mancini. He's pretty much the love of my garden life. And today is his 1-year birthday. That's right. He's not dead yet. Before we go into what I chose for 2023, let's have a little look back on the year in the life of Mancini the Pepperoncini. And now the moment we've all been waiting for, the Single Seed Challenge 2022. I grew up in an Italian home, and pepperoncinis were in every antipasto dish that I ever saw. Here we go. Good luck, Mancini. Mancini, my pepperoncini. I wanted to let you know how Mancini the Pepperoncini is doing. He's doing really well. But now he's going to get his big grown-up pot. Video to update you on Mancini the Pepperoncini. Still going to town. No garden tour would be complete without a shot of Mancini the Pepperoncini. Oh, and Lady, of course. He's still finding some problems here. Happy birthday, Mancini. Mancini, my pepperoncini. I love you so much. Mancini has given me so much back from what I've given him. I have been eating off of what I have fermented and preserved, vinegar peppers, Jardinera, which I did videos about, even when I brought him inside in the fall, when it started dipping below 50 degrees at night, he still produced peppers, and I was still harvesting the peppers when I was cooking dinner. I just grab a handful and throw them in whatever I was cooking. So I think that this lesson was a really good one for me. I hope you enjoyed the look back. So I have here everything that I need to start my single seed challenge 2023, including my cocktail. All right, so I've got my potting soil mix, which I will link my video on how I make that below. I've got my cinnamon, which I sprinkle on top after I sow it to avert and help protect from some fungus gnats, which I've had issues in the past. I've got my pot. I'm using this size pot because I'm going to try to avoid up-potting him before I put him out to the garden. And the reason is because in potting up and transplanting, you run the risk of damaging the roots of that plant. And if you've got a lot of plants, if you've got like 6 of them or 12 of them that you've started, you can lose a plant or 2. But when you're doing a single seed challenge, you want the best for that baby. And my recycled plastic bags that I use, as you know, I use these as humidity domes. So we're going to get started here, and I'm going to tell you the story. So when I was a little girl, actually all my life, my father was in the Army. He was a career officer, and when I was a little girl, in between the time that he came back from his second tour of Vietnam to the time that he was stationed in Iran, he was stationed, or I should say we were stationed, because as an Army brat, you are born, raised, and transferred. So I transferred a lot as a child. That's why I'm so normal. And anyway, he was, for 1 year only, was stationed at the Fort Ord, which is in Monterey, California. He was stationed there to study at the Presidio to learn Farsi. One of the things that sticks out in my little 6-year-old, 7-year-old brain was that there was a man, an older gentleman, that would come around with a vegetable cart to the street, kind of like an ice cream man, only he was a vegetable man. And I thought this was the coolest thing. And my mother and my father got such a kick out of the vegetable man. And so just like an ice cream truck, whenever the vegetable man came, all the neighbors came running to see what he had. And he had beautiful strawberries. I remember the strawberries because they were huge. I had never seen strawberries so large. But there was this one vegetable that I had never seen before. I had never heard of. Well, I was only 6. How many vegetables do you know? But anyway, I came to love it. I mean, really love it. And now I kind of figured out why. I think it's because it's such a happy memory for me as a child with my parents when they were together, and for that 1 year that my family was together. Anyway, my single seed challenge 2023 is going to be the artichoke, the vegetable with a lot of happy memories. So my parents got artichokes. We thought they were the funniest looking plants. When I say we, I mean my sister and I. She's 2 years younger. My brother wasn't born yet. We thought it was the funniest thing. My father explained to us that that was actually a flower before it budded, and they made artichokes. They cooked them, and that's, I think, where I kind of fell in love with the Italian way that they make artichokes with the breadcrumbs on top. Anyway, it's such a happy memory to me. I decided that this Imperial Star artichoke is going to be my single seed challenge 2023. Now let's read a little bit about it before I plant it. All right, start indoors 6 to 8 weeks before last expected frost. Well, I'm at 10 weeks, but I am trying to move things along a little bit earlier this year, so that'll work. Sow seeds 1/4 of an inch deep. Okay, that's very shallow. in seed starting formula in a sunny area. Seedlings emerge in 14 to 21 days. That's a long time. That's almost 3, that you could be sitting there waiting for 3 weeks. Okay, then before transfer to garden, accustom seedlings to outdoor conditions by moving to a sheltered place outside for a week. Well, they're talking about hardening off. Okay. This annually seeded thornless variety produces its first harvest of buds in only 5 months. Average 7 to 12 sweet, mild buds per plant. Only 5 months. That's a long time. All right, well, I'm glad I'm starting early. That's probably what happened when I tried growing it last year. It was, I just didn't give enough time. All right. So this is the potting mix, like I said. It's still very moist, but I am going to, let me water it first. This way I don't disturb the seed when I go to water it. Okay, I'm going to let that drain so it's not a muddy mess. So I'll meet you right back here. You ready? Okay, here we go. Okay. All right, that's a pretty big seed. But only one. Only one. Good luck. Good luck. I promise to love you and take care of you just like I did Mancini. And he shall be named Archie. This is Ceylon cinnamon that I use. It's not cheap, but I buy it in a big bag off of Amazon. And this one bag has lasted me, this is my 4th season using it going into seedling starting season. So I think I got my money's worth out of it. Oh, it smells so good. And I'm going to put him on top of the heat mat and underneath the grow lights because he is a warm season plant. And so the journey begins. I hope you enjoyed Archie and his conception day. And I hope you enjoyed the look back on Mancini the Pepperoncini. He's been a joy. And I will tell you that the single seed challenge has just, I don't know, it's given me a little bit of levity and sometimes what can be a little bit overwhelming a prospect of growing this garden. So for me, it's a nice comic relief, and I hope it is for you too. In fact, if you like this video, don't just give it a like, wish Mancini a happy birthday in the comments below. That would be great. I'd love to see that. Hey, I hope you subscribe. I've got a couple of other videos on the back burner coming up soon, so I hope you enjoy them. And in the meantime, enjoy your gardening journey. Bye! Say goodbye, lady. Lady says goodbye.